Dan the Natural Man Show. Hello, everyone. Today is Sunday, and I think today is daylight savings time. So my watch says 12:25, but it's really 1:25. So today I wanted to talk about the number one killer in the world still, and is heart disease. And heart disease is a very devastating disease. It's progressive. According to the medical community, it's progressive. And they offer drugs that can, like statins and, blood pressure lowering drugs. But when it gets to a certain point, they want to either do stents, angioplasty, or coronary bypass surgery. And these surgery, the stents, all these things, especially the bypass surgery, can be very devastating. It is like painful, and the recovery is long, and there's all kind of bad side effects that can occur. And the worst thing of all is, the medical community looks at heart disease as a progressive disease. And so if you get a bypass surgery, say you get a triple bypass, well, the studies are showing that the grafts, the arteries they take from your leg and put into your heart, those grafts only have a 5 to 10 year lifespan. So, there's studies showing that the first 5 to 10 years that somebody gets bypass surgery, their level of mortality is equal to somebody who has never undergone bypass surgery. But after the 10 years, their mortality rate goes up a lot higher than someone who's never went through the surgery, because it's progressive. And if you don't change the reasons that is behind the progression of disease, then it will continue to progress, because bypass surgery, stents, all these things are just symptom relief and band-aids, just like pretty much everything modern medicine offers us. But there is a solution to stop coronary artery disease from getting any worse, and in some cases even reverse it. Now, it's going to take a lot of work on the individual part, but if you're one of these people like me and other people that would rather do anything to get our chest cracked open, cut down the middle, kind of like you're getting an autopsy, basically, like you're getting an autopsy done. Rip your chest open, take the heart out, put it on the table, do all these things. Cut your leg open, take the veins, put them up here. My God. There's probably not any surgery that's more invasive than that, okay? And what really gripes me, people like me, natural healers, is that the evidence is out there in the medical journals that this disease can be halted through lifestyle measures. Yet these doctors keep on doing business as usual, knowing that a bypass surgery on someone who is stable, which you go in, you're feeling okay, but you have clogged arteries, they know that doing a bypass surgery on an individual like that gives them no more life expectancy as compared to them doing nothing. Bypass surgery can save lives when you're having a heart attack, but other than that, it doesn't do anything. So, what are the alternatives? Well, it's going to be a very strict, low-fat, plant-based diet. And before I go any further, this is all at your risk, because heart disease, you have it severe, it can take you out of here, just like that. So this is, everything I talk about is always at your peril, but this works. And of course, I don't want you to just take my word for it. I'm going to give you some, I'm going to put some references below that you can research on your own. Now, most of these diets are recommended by medical doctors, and I'll tell you as a herbalist what I would add to them to make it be more effective. But the first diet is Dr. Esselstyn. Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, he's been doing this for around 25, 30 years. He's had studies done, and he has put these people who have advanced heart disease on the diet. And these people, some of these people, their heart disease was so advanced that they couldn't even receive an operation. So the diet consists of, basically you're not going to get any fat in your diet except from 1 to 2 tablespoons of flax seeds a day. Okay? The rest of the fat that you're going to get are going to be found in your whole plant foods, like your fruits, your vegetables, your beans, and your whole grains. That is all the fat that you will get, but the fat found in these foods are the perfect ratio for the human body and for human health. So that is the diet you follow. Also, you have to get rid of the salt and the sugar, the processed sugar. You have to get rid of those. Find other ways to spice your food up. You have to make sure to get reversal and stop the disease that you get no more than 10% of fat a day from your total calories. So example, if you're eating 2,000 calories, you only get 20 grams of fat per day. You have to go this strict to reverse something like this. But remember, this kind of disease is progressive. It's like raging your body, building new plaque. So in order to stop major diseases that grow fast with natural healing, you have to be more aggressive with your natural healing routine than that disease is. So you have to jump all in. And I'm going to put some books below you can read so you can learn all about the diet and really understand what the diet entails. But as an herbalist, this is what I would add to the diet, because most of these diets are from a medical doctor, but they don't put herbs in the mix, okay? I recommend, if you have aggressive heart disease, to throw in cayenne pepper, garlic, and hawthorn every single day. Cayenne and garlic have been shown in studies and from experience from herbalists that they actually do help get the plaques out of the arteries. Now, if you're really sick, we're going to have to up the dose of these herbs. Say if you got 89% blockage somewhere or something in that area, you want to look at get you some strong cayenne powder. Take 5 to 6 tablespoons per day in divided doses. As far as the hawthorn goes, you would drink 6 to 10 cups a day of the hawthorn tea. And to each quart of tea, you want to throw at least a handful of the berries to make it, and to make the tea. Also, with hawthorn, the berries and the flowers also work well too. So you can add the berries and the leaves and the flowers to make it even more potent. And you're going to do this daily, 6 days a week, every week. You can also take a cayenne tincture. I would do probably 10 dropperfuls per day. Now, with the cayenne, remember, when I say 6 tablespoons a day or 10 dropperfuls a day, that's not all at once. So maybe take 2 dropperfuls 5 times a day, or take 1 tablespoon of the powder 5 or 6 times a day. Now remember, with cayenne pepper, you may have to work up slow because it's very hot and some people have to acclimate to it. So the message today is you do not have to die from heart disease. You don't have to keep getting surgeries and stents and bypasses if you're willing to commit to a lifestyle that I would say 95% of people aren't willing to commit to. But I'm going to say it would be worth it, because you'll live longer. You actually reverse the disease and stop it from progressing, which means the people who follow these routines do not have more heart attacks and strokes anymore. They're done with that. Can you imagine how much relief you would get? So also I recommend for people who never had a heart attack or a stroke to eat like this. I ate like this. I've never had a stroke or heart attack, but I don't want to either. So I eat like this. I've been eating like this for almost 9 years now. Now here and there I might cheat a little bit with a little bit of oil, but I'm usually oil free. I just eat whole plant foods, fruits, vegetables, beans, whole grains sometimes. And sometimes I eat my flax seeds, and every once in a while I eat a few nuts. So I'm going to post below some more references because you need to research this yourself, because you have to get your head around this, because this lifestyle change has a learning curve, especially if you're eating normally, like the normal diet, like eggs and bacon and all that stuff. So I'm going to give you some references so you can search this out on your own. I just want to put it out there in people's consciousness that, hey, there is another way. You don't have to die from this disease, okay? So if you found this video helpful, like it and share it. Check out my page, DanTheNaturalMan.com. And remember, until next time, keep it natural.